Hey, what's up guys, this is Kills, and today we got a full guide and tutorial on the main Easter egg quest for the new Black Ops 6 zombie map, Liberty Falls. Before we begin, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and right now about 98% of people who view my videos are not subscribed. If you don't mind, it's something little that you can do, but it's really big for the channel. Let's dive in. For your loadout and tips, I would suggest using the GS45, which is basically just the Mustangs and Sallys when you upgrade it, which we will go over the attachments I would suggest on this weapon. Also, I would suggest using Aether Shroud and getting this upgraded at least until you get the 2 charges. For the GS45 attachments, I would suggest using the Kimbo attachment, which basically turns into the Mustangs and Sallys, but it's called the Sally and Fourth. Also, I would suggest putting on the rapid fire attachment with the extended mags, level 1 or level 2. If you want a little bit faster reload, you can put on level 1. Also, the reinforced barrel, which adds a little bit more firepower to the weapon, and muzzle brake. If you didn't want to bring the GS45 in with you as part of your loadout, it is located here at spawn. If in your loadouts you have it set as zombie loadout, no matter if you buy the GS45 on the wall or if you get it in the box, it will have all your attachments. First step of the Easter egg you want to do is you want to get to the church, and you want to go ahead and open it up. Once in there, you want to interact with the generator here. That's all the way to the right, and you're going to get a little cutscene. During the Easter egg, you're going to want to look for a Mangler cannon. You can either buy this or you can get it as a drop from a Mangler, or you can even get Mangler injection, but you're going to need this for a later on step in the Easter egg. The second step of the Easter egg is to build a wonder weapon, and the first thing you need to do to get that is you need to get a valve off a hose that's by a flower shop. So if you go to the flower shop right here and you grab this valve, go ahead and pick it up. Next, head back to the bowling alley, and what you want to do is you're going to want to either shoot or melee this panel off, and what you're going to do is interact with it. This is going to spawn a lot of zombies, but what you can do is interact with it, get off, interact with it, get off, or do what I did, save a zombie at the end of the round, and you can pretty much finish half of it before zombies spawn again. You can use your Aether Shroud, but whatever you do, just get the pressure all the way up and it will drop a part for you. Once enough time has passed, it will finish and despawn all the zombies. Go ahead and pick up your part here, which is the water pressure gauge. Next, you want to head to the graveyard by the church, and what you're looking for is the groundskeeper to spawn. How he spawns, you either need to push around by killing zombies in here, or sometimes he spawns simply by killing 5 or 6 zombies if it's early enough in the round. But once you have that part, go ahead and go to the shed, make that left, and then go down here, open up the shed, and pick up the handbrake. Next, head down to the radio house and use the Mangler cannon we told you to get earlier and blast this door. Now you gotta look at grave sites. Head inside and then dig up these grave sites. You're either gonna get salvage, or you could spawn in a spider, or you can get the last piece of the wonder weapon. Just look at all the grave sites. I just was unlucky in this one and happened to be my very last one, but it will have the part in one of these, and it happens to be the electrical wires. Next, head back into spawn and go to the second floor of the hotel, and you don't have to wait until getting all the parts to do this. You can do this at any time, even on round 1. You can open this door and go ahead and build the wonder weapon. Next, head back to church. We need to grab 3 parts with the wonder weapon around the map. The first part is right here. Go ahead and use the suck feature to grab the first part. Next part here is by Speed Cola. If you go around this building here and go on top of this ledge and this one as well, you can access the roof and then jump on this white car. And then what you want to do is point at this window and again use the suck feature to grab the second part. Next part, you want to go ahead and get to the comic book store, where if you go ahead and access this door right here, you'll notice the next part, which is up here in the ceiling. To build the LTG, just head back to the building by Speed Cola and open this door here, which is a zip line. And you just need to get to the other roof. And the building table is going to be all the way on the left-hand side. Go ahead, interact with it, and build the LTG. Next, you want to head back to church, and you want to go ahead and grab the Aether canister. From the front here, you can grab it. You got to go to the side here and grab it from the side, and then you'll have it. Some reason it works that way. And you want to go ahead and take this back to spawn. Once at spawn, next to the gas station, go ahead and use your crouch button to place it down. It just needs to be kind of near it in order for this to work, but just place it right next to that spot. Right next to the trap, go ahead and go to this storm right here. And what you want to do is interact with it so you can put down the LTG device. And what's going to happen is you need to protect this device from zombies. And you notice that the health bar is on your left. Each time you let a zombie through, the health is going to go down. It's not that difficult. It's only about a minute long. Just make sure that no zombies get, or little zombies get in the portal. Once done, you're going to notice that it's going to say stabilized and your mini boss will spawn. And the point of this is you need to bring down the health to the mini boss to like maybe 10% health. And then you need to lead him to the trap. Once you have him weakened, go ahead and activate the trap and lead him towards the trap. Once he's in the trap, go ahead and kill him. And you're going to notice that the soul is going to go into the Aether canister. And now we need to take this Aether canister back to the church. Just keep in mind, anytime you grab these Aether canisters, you will be slowed. So go ahead and grab it, head back to church. And you're also on a time limit. Gives you 1 minute and 30 seconds to head back to church. The nice thing is, it's probably going to be the end of the round, so you're going to have a few zombies. But just be careful and head over there. Once there, all you need to do is go ahead and interact with the machine to place the Aether canister back in. After you deliver the canister, don't forget to pick up the straws counter. You're going to need this to get the next Aether canister. Before picking up the second Aether canister, you'll want to head back to spawn and grab the LCD device or LCG device so we can do the next and last mini boss / portal. Next, we have to grab the second Aether canister. How we do that is there's going to be 3 devices around the map that we have to use our Strauss counter and gauge each device. And how it works is you see that we just got low right there. Low means green, mid means yellow, high means red. And how this works is that if you get yellow, it's going to be yellow. You have to set it for yellow. That's the only color that if you get yellow, you set it to yellow. But if you get green, you have to set it to red. If you get yellow, like I said, you set it to yellow. And then if you get red, you set it to green. That's how this one works. The first one's there at the bowling alley. The second one here is right next to the buildable table and the shed that we got the wonder weapon part from. And then the next part, or the next location, is going to be on the roof where we built the LGC or LTG, I'm sorry. So go back to the roof, which is right next to Speed Cola. Go ahead and hop on the roof, and then there's going to be this little door once you get to the next section here that you need to open to access the last terminal. And you just need to open this door right here. And then once down there, there's going to be the last terminal right here. Same thing. Pull out your gauge, see what it is. Right there we have high, so we're going to set this one to green. Once done, you'll get some dialogue and you'll notice some lasers pointing at spawn. Head back to spawn and grab the second Aether canister, which will be right here. Same as before, what you want to do is you want to bring the Aether canister to the trap. And this is going to be a different trap, and actually going to be the last one. That's right by church. From church, just go ahead and swing to the right here and go down this alley. Once there, you're going to notice a little circle here, just like in spawn. Go ahead and place it down here by using your crouch button. Next, head into the graveyard right by church, and you're going to notice another storm cloud. Interact with this, and same thing as before. You want to protect the portal, make sure no zombies get to it. It's like I said, a minute long, and the health bar is going to be on the top left. So just make sure the zombies don't get in the portal, and another mini boss will spawn. Once the mini boss spawns, same thing as before. What you want to do is take his health down to about 10% and lead him to the trap. Once he is low health, go ahead and lead him to the trap location and go ahead and start the trap. And you don't have to have the trap kill him. You can kill him. He just has to be in the trap while you kill him. So just kind of be careful. Make sure he's in the trap and go ahead and take him out. Like right there, he for some reason stopped for like 5 or 10 seconds and shot at me, I guess. But once you kill him, the soul will go inside the canister and you can go ahead and pick it up. Go ahead and grab the canister and you're going to take this back to church, which after you drop it off will open up the boss fight. Go ahead, interact with the thing as you did before. Once ready, you can go ahead and interact with the machine here, which will teleport you to the boss fight. Before we do that, let's go over loadouts and some tips. First thing I would suggest getting is a Mangler injection. This will be very helpful in the boss fight. It will basically save you one full phase and take care of one of the primary main bosses of the boss fight. Next, at minimum, I would suggest upgrading your shield at least to level 2 because level 3 is going to be $10,000. You can get past this boss fight with just level 2, which gives you more durability than level 1. And I don't know, this level 3 is a little bit too expensive, but just in case, if you head back to church, if you did want to level up to level 3, let's just say you don't mind going in a higher round, then you can buy it right here. For your weaponry, I would suggest going to the rarity machine or arsenal and at least leveling up to purple for the boss fight. I've tried this boss fight on blue and I tried it on purple. It just feels a lot better on purple rarity. And then also leveling up your Pack-a-Punch to Pack-a-Punch type 2. Because I tested this boss fight and going in on tier 1 and it just didn't feel good. The boss fight lasted way longer. So I would suggest tier 2 for your Pack-a-Punch and then also purple rarity for the rarity of your weapon. Another thing you may want to do is open up the vault just in case you want to get like a free Mangler injection. How you do that is you're looking for 3 sticky note numbers. The first one being here next to Jug, and then the second one being inside the comic book shop right here on the table. The last one, if you head into the bowling alley and you got to melee a little bit of, I guess, this bottles out of the way, you melee this and it'll show you the next number, and that's your third and final number, and you have to enter these in order, in the order I showed you. Once you have all 3 numbers, go ahead and head back to the building next to Jug, or that Jug is in, and then go ahead and interact with this vault and enter in the code in order, the same order that we went through. Once you do and enter the code, you can go ahead and interact and press the unlock, which will open the vault. You can get tons of goodies, and just to show you, I have a ray gun, mutant injection, and a self-revive, so you can get all kinds of good things. For the first phase of the boss fight, it's mainly just survival until the first primary boss spawns in. Once you kill enough zombies, you're going to notice a red Mangler on in, which is the boss that does has a lot of health. So just keep that in mind. It's up to you if you want to use your Mangler injection for the first main boss or if you want to save it for the abomination, but just kind of play it as you, or if you get in trouble, pop your Mangler injection. But this guy does have a lot of health, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes for this dude to spawn. Well, at least 2 to 3 minutes of killing. So the survival, about 2 to 3 minutes, and then take this guy down, and then again, there'll be survival for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the last abomination will spawn. And like I said, I took tier 1 weapons in this boss fight. My first time I did it, I took tier 2 weapons with purple rarity, and here I had blue rarity. It felt a lot better on the tier 2 at round 23 than it did with tier 1 at round 19. So definitely would suggest the tier 2 and purple rarity on your weapon. But once you do enough damage, the next survival will start. Once he is down, which trust me takes a while, and I had to pop my mangler ejection for this one, the survival phase will start and the abomination will spawn roughly about like 2 minutes. So just kill zombies during this part. After the first mangler spawns, you're either going to get a max ammo or a shield. I've gotten shield first and then max ammo second, and then I've gotten, you know, max ammo first and then shield second. So I guess it's just RNG 50-50. But just kill zombies until the abomination spawns, and go ahead and make a ton of damage, hopefully, on the abomination. See, on this one was, you know, I was just not doing enough damage, so I decided to tier 2 it. But yeah, so just continue killing zombies and wait for that abomination to spawn. Just be careful when the abomination spawns, because he'll just spawn at the worst moments, like right here. As the first time he showed up. So this is a good part where you can use the Aether Shroud, and as you can see, he just has a ton and a ton of health, and I have no shields at this part right now. I think I just picked up some. Just kind of be careful, make sure you have a shield going into the boss fight, and make sure you look on the ground for shielding as you're doing damage to the boss, because you're going to notice that your shields are going to go very, very quickly, especially because this boss, both the abomination and the mangler that you beat in the first phase, has a ton of health. So just use the arena, all of it, you know, use the zombies for resources, and you'll do fine. If we've been at this for about 4 minutes, but once he's finally down, and like I said, he does have a ton of health, you're automatically going to go down, so don't worry. This is part of the Easter egg. You're going to get your cutscene, and GG's, you've completed the Liberty Falls Easter egg. Congratulations, guys. And, you know, if this Easter egg guide helps you out, I know it's a little late. I didn't get the game until about 6 days ago. I just uploaded the Terminus Easter egg just a couple days ago, so or at least the guide. So if you guys needed that guide, please check it out. And if you guys thought that this guide helped you out, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like. I'm really trying to, you know, grow the channel, and we're almost at our milestone, first milestone on YouTube, and I really love to hit it. So if you guys can help out, I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one.